Rossi and the Pittsburgh Banjo Club. Hey, this is great coming out here to Bethel Park. Do you all know one another? Is this like a family group here? I had a wedding here last night. Anybody left over for the wedding last night? Does everybody know one another? You don't? I want you to do something right now. Turn to the person next to you or in front of you and pinch them and say hello or say hi. Go ahead. Do that right now. Hey, I didn't say kiss anybody. Two guys kissing over there. That worked out pretty good. Let's do that again. Do that again. Worked good. I said that mainly for the people in the band so they can introduce themselves. Okay, that's great. Hey, I mentioned the Roaring Twenties. We're going to start off with a nice tune that you might recognize. This was the song in 1920. It was recorded by Paul Whiteman Orchestra, and he had a great banjo player called Mike Pintor was in that. He's in the Banjo Hall of Fame. And they played these two songs. Songs that inspired so many people to start playing the four-string banjo. Whispering and a Japanese singing. Yeah, that was the start of the 1920s. You know, 1920s, the heyday of banjo, as I said. Why? Because they use them a lot in the speakeasies. You know, 1920, Prohibition started. They had all those clubs and speakeasies where they had Dixie. Watch all those old movies about that. Sorry about that. My nose is running. I just said to the band, "Do you know my nose is running?" And they said, "Well, if you hum it, we can play it." Sorry. That was very good. I was thinking. Oh my goodness. Anyhow, what was I saying? We're dealing with senior citizens here, you know. So anyhow, 1920s, the speakeasies, the hot jazz music. One of the big songs of 1922 was a song that you don't hear very often, but in those days you heard it all the time. It was a great hot number. And if you saw that movie with Marilyn Monroe and Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon called Something Like It Hot, you saw Marilyn Monroe dancing on the train with a ukulele doing this song. So I'm going to ask Walt Olson to get up there and do the vocal. He doesn't look anything like Marilyn Monroe. Use your imagination on a song entitled Running Wild. Mr. Walt Olson, a great tune. Wow, 1920s. You know, Eddie Cantor and Al Jolson were big stars during those years. Of course, the Ziegfeld Follies was in full swing, and we like to do a little tune written in 1920 by Al Jolson. So they claim. His picture is on the sheet music, but he really didn't write the song. I don't know who wrote it, but we're going to have Ted Jerome, all the way from Ligonier, PA, sitting right up there. He started yesterday to get here, just arrived here. The song is entitled Avalon. We're going to feature Ted on the tenor banjo. much. How do you like it so far? Well, that was it. Thanks for coming. That's all we know. We enjoy playing at Banjo so much, and it's nice to see that you people enjoy it also. It's our favorite instrument, playing our favorite song. You know, I mentioned Al Jolson there, and he did another song, a nice vocal on a great song. I'm going to ask Carl Leston all the way from downtown Squickley, PA, to do a little Al Jolson version called April Showers. Isn't he good? Well, he told me to say that. Hey, you know, the 1920s, Tin Pan Alley was just getting started. All those great songwriters were pumping out songs in Tin Pan Alley, like 100 a day. All those great songwriters, Johnny Mercer, Gus Kahn, Aisha Jones, Ted Currier, all those great guys. Irving Berlin, of course, wrote 1,000 songs. They were pumping them out because, you know, they didn't have big recordings in those days, and they had to make the money selling the sheet music, like for 2 cents a sheet and stuff like that. They were playing songs with piano. So here's 3 songs from that era. I'm sure you'll recognize. I want you to sing along with me. The first one was an Eddie Cantor tune. The second one was an Eddie Cantor tune. And the third one, I don't know who recorded it, but it's a cute little song here. Women's names, Margie, Susie, and Nellie, right off of our CD. Here it is. a song that we've never done before. If you believe that one, I'll tell you another one. There's so many songs. We play songs that we don't even know. But here's a great song that was written in the 1920s. It became a big hit. It was in the first all-black Broadway show. And I forget the name of it right now. But the song is I'm Just Wild About Harry. We're going to ask DJ Devine to come up and sing it. It became Harry Truman's theme song when he was running for president back in the 40s. So I'm Just Wild About Harry. It's great to have DJ back with us. She spent about 6 weeks recuperating from some surgery on her leg, and it's good to have her back with us again. She does a great job. She'll be back to sing another couple of songs for you in a little while. As soon as she slips me another $20 bill. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're having such a good time here. Listen, we want to do a little tune now featuring Chet Mertz right here on the side. He's going to sing a little song for you here that we'd like to sing along with. It's one of his favorite songs. It's about the fall coming up here. We'll let you think about it. He's going to sing the verse first.
Well, you know, Frank, last year we had a contest to see who knew what a harvest moon was. And we all decided that a harvest moon was the second moon after Labor Day. Turns out that's not true. Harvest moon is the first moon after the, catch this, autumnal equinox, September 21.
He is
The
smart.
night was mighty dark, so you could hardly see, for the moon refused to shine. Now a couple sitting underneath a willow tree, for love they part. Now the little maid was kind of afraid of darkness, so she said, I guess I'll go. The boy began to sigh. He looked up at the sky, told the moon his little tale of woe. Join me. Shine on, shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no love since January, February, July. Let that out. Summertime, it ain't no time to stay. I'm done soon, so shine on.
good, yeah. Everybody's in good voice. Audience is in good voice. You know, that song was a favorite song of Nora Bales. Anybody know who Nora Bales was? Can you remember that? She was one of the singing stars of the Ziegfeld Follies in 1906 in that era right there. And her husband, Jack Norworth. Did I pronounce that right? No, Jack Norworth was her husband. Anybody know who he was? Well, he used to go into the Ziegfeld Follies and work there. He was a comedian and a singer also. And his wife was appearing at the Ziegfeld Follies one day in 1906, and he was on a train heading from Manhattan to the New Amsterdam Theater to see the Ziegfeld Follies. And he saw a sign in the train that said, "Baseball today, Polo Grounds." So he said, wow, he had never been to a baseball game in his life, so he wrote this song. I'm going to ask Nico and Enzo to get up there and sing this song. Oh, let's go. You should be up here. Nico and Enzo, Giodi right there, for those of you who have been following the Banjo Club all these years, Nico and Enzo began singing with us when they were 3 and 4 years old. And now they're 18 and 19. Short for their age. I've been playing the banjo for about 3 years. They're going to do a banjo number for you a little bit here. So they're able to sing and also be part of our band and keep the average age level of our band down to around 70. Nice job. Right. So anyhow, we're one of the few banjo bands that has a brass section, and we have 2 trumpet players here today. And we're going to do a song that was a big hit in the 1920s, which was written in 1917, first recorded by the original New Orleans jazz band, and it was a song that recorded in 1919 or so somewhere, written in 17 by that group, and Louis Armstrong got a hold of it in 1920 and recorded it. We're going to play it for you right now. It's Louis Armstrong's favorite song, one of my favorite tunes, called "Back Home Again in Indiana." I mean, you like it or you don't like it? three daughters. They all went to college out in Indiana State University out in Terre Haute, Indiana, and it only cost me about $85,000 to send out to college. And well, I got the T-shirt to prove it too. We're going to ask Dick Moniker here. He's sitting right in the middle of the orchestra here on its plectrum-style banjo. Somebody was asking me about the different size banjos here. That's a plectrum-style banjo. It has a little longer neck. It sounds a little different than the tenor banjo that Norm has right here. And it's really a solo instrument. Eddie Peabody really started playing the plectrum banjo. He's going to do a song that was written way back in the 1800s called When You and I Were Young Maggie. He's going to demonstrate that style of the plectrum style of the banjo, different tone to it. It's a beautiful tune. It's become a great Irish and Scottish hit right now, although it was written by a Canadian back in about 1853. When You and I Were Young Maggie, featuring Mr. Dick Moniker. That's a nice job. All the way from Washington, Pennsylvania. It didn't take him too long to do it. So that song was written in around 1850 or so. There was another tune that came out that was written in the 1800s also, and became by an Austrian march composer, and it became a big hit when John Philip Sousa got a hold of it. We played it almost every one of our shows because it's all one of our more classical songs. However, it's been played lately by a lot of the bluegrass and country players, so that it's taken a classical version out of it since they're playing. Those are guys with the baseball caps, right, Norm? Bluegrass guys? But the song is called Under the Double Eagle, and Norm right here on the tenor banjo and Nick on that plectrum style banjo are going to play the very difficult first part of this song, which is never played correctly, incidentally, so pay attention to this here. It's our version of dueling banjos. I said it was my version of Golden Banjos, and somebody went, oh, you thought we were going to play Golden Banjos. Here, Norm, Dick, play Golden Banjos. All right, so that's enough. Great song. Everybody thinks all banjo players like that song. Actually, in reality, all banjo players hate that song. It's really great. Hey, we're going to do a tune that we like to do in almost every one of our shows. It's a big favorite. It was a favorite of Louis Armstrong's. It was written way back in 1917. It was a favorite of Dixieland bands and jazz bands world over. It's still played today almost by all jazz bands. It's called the Dogtown Strutters Ball. We're going to feature our trumpet section again. The person that sang that, wrote that song, Sheldon Brooks, a black composer, did a lot of jazz songs, also wrote a song in 1911. Became Sophie Tucker's big hit song, and it's become one of our big hit songs also, because we have our own Sophie Tucker with us today. Glad to have her back, and she's going to do this number. It really was a big, big hit when the Ted Lewis Orchestra got a hold of it in 1926, and Sophie Tucker was still singing it, and she sang it her entire career. It's called Some of These Days. Mr. DJ Devine. Who just said that? Raise your hand. I want to see how old you are. If you said it. She does a great job. What a great voice. It's glad to have her back on the scene here. We're going to bring Nico Enzo up to the front of the stage and do a little number on their banjos for you right here. And yeah, they've been playing a band. Don't fall off the stage. Boy, that's your dad. Boy, he wants you to be right close to the edge of the stage. Yeah, Nico Enzo, they're going to do a little tune here, which was a big hit in the Roaring 20s, because everybody was dancing in Charleston to this song called 5'2". That's their dad, JT, right there, president of the Pittsburgh team. For you that are following us, they go with us now, or they're actually 10 and 11 years old. They're really not 18 and 19. And 10 and 11 have been with us since they're 3 and 4, and they're homeschooled, by the way. Their mom is sitting right there in the back there, and they're with us all the time. They're at all our rehearsals. They come to all our shows. They can stay up late with the band. They go drinking with the band, smoking cigars. I'm only kidding. They don't smoke cigars. Okay, we're going to slow the tempo down a little bit. I'm going to ask Walt Olson to come up and do a little vocal song here on there's a gentleman sitting right over here, I believe, from Buffalo. Where's the fellow from Buffalo? Where is he? Well, right here. This guy from Buffalo. You know, there's a banjo band in Buffalo. Did you know that? The Buffalo Banjo Band? Have you ever seen them play? They played at a country club. We're going to ask Walt to come up and do the theme song called When You're Smiling for the Buffalo Banjo Band.
When you're smiling. Thank you. I had no idea. Hang on a minute. Got it? 70. When you're smiling. Okay, thanks.
No, thank you.
Walt wanted to sing it again, but the band stopped. So, oh my God, we're dealing with senior citizens here. It's a nice job. I'm going to start with Buffalo, New York. New York. Yeah, I lived in New York for 34 years, and one of my favorite places. I lived on Long Island, of course, and very close to New York City with all the Broadway show tunes. We're going to do a Broadway show tune for you right now, which features the banjos and Louis Armstrong recorded these songs. Hello, Dolly in Maine. We like to play them in little Broadway show tunes. So let me tell the band what we're doing.
53 and 54.
The band is having a good time. We didn't even stop on the way down here to get a drink because the Elks Club was closed. At any rate, here's Hello, Dolly in Maine, and Norma's going to do the fantastic Al Delario introduction that was on the Louis Armstrong recording of Hello, Dolly. That wasn't it. Well, that was the fastest hour you've ever spent, right? We played a lot of songs for you. We're going to play one more song. We're going to take a 5-minute break because Mr. Streeter wants to come up and say a few words to you. We want to remind you that we are the Pittsburgh Banjo Club, and it wouldn't be a show if we do our tribute to the men and women in the armed forces, and to, of course, the veterans, as we say thank you for the sacrifices they made today and they made in the past. So we're going to play our military tune, so if there are any veterans out there, stand up when you hear the song from your branch of the service so we all can say thank you for your service and sacrifice. We're going to start with the Coast Guard. Always one person from the Coast Guard here.
You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Easy, D, don't trip all those steps. We don't have any insurance. I'm sure you do. Here's a D back here.
Thanks. This will be brief. First of all, I wanted to give you a little background on this. Several years ago, I served on the Community Foundation for 2 terms, 2 6-year terms, and didn't do much. And I thought, one of these days, well, heck, I'm a band director. Was here at Bethel Park for 20 years. And why don't we have something like this? So the idea came up. I also direct the Shrine Band and the Community Band South. And so we're all volunteers. These people are all volunteers. And what better thing to serve the community than volunteers performing for you free of charge, basically. But there are operating costs. And so the foundation itself has come up with the money and budget for these college concerts every year. There's six of them. We're bound by those 6. We can't have any more because the community center is given to us by the community. So that's what we operate here. But this ends our season, the summer season, with our most popular group, I must say, even though I'm the band director of 2 of them. I have to admit that the mayor is not here today, and he generally greets everybody coming in. And he told me last night, he says, well, I hate to miss this because my favorite. I said, thanks a lot. I appreciate it a lot. But anyway, that's it. We do not, by the way, he keeps the treasure chest. We don't have, maybe we do have a container in the back, and you're very generous with your support of this organization. This helps a lot. So thanks a lot for being here. That's the last I have to say about the Community Foundation. Thanks a lot for this wonderful stuff. Riverboat Polka, we love that tune. It reminds us of beer. But actually, that was the #1 song from World War II. We like to always play that in conjunction with our military song. I mentioned the Navy World War II veteran, Senator Tom Lance, sitting right over there. Many of you may remember him. World War II veteran in the Navy, was one of Pennsylvania's all-time great senators, incidentally. And Tom, you can use that microphone, right? You can use that microphone right over there. Right behind. Tom was one of the Pennsylvania state senators for many years. Maybe some of you voted for him back in the days of the paper ballots. You know that. And, also, when he retired from the state senate, he became a trustee for the University of Pittsburgh, and he was in charge of the finances there. They had so much trouble with this budget and the ceiling, debit ceiling that they had down in Washington. They called on Senator Lamb to go down there and help straighten it out. He was down there for 3 days, and we got him to straighten it out. He's going to tell you all about it right now. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, it was.
That's enough of that stuff. I'll tell you that.
My name.
Thank you.
Can the youngest banjo player stand up, please? What do you think about that, Nick? Oh my God, everybody wants to get into the act. Oh my God. Here's a song right off our CD. You know, Dean mentioned, well, we're volunteers. Yes, we're volunteers. We go out and have a lot of fun and play. We raise a lot of money every year by doing our concerts. We do about 30 concerts a year. We raise all the money. We give it all away to charity. So far this year, we've given away well over $6,000 to local Pittsburgh charities and local causes. Over the last 23 years, we've given away close to $70,000. So we have to give it all away. We have a good time. And we do sell CDs. You heard me mention that. We have T-shirts for sale, CDs for sale, socks for sale, and underwear. Do we have any more underwear left? Joanne, you have no underwear? Oh my God. So at any rate, for sale anyway. So, okay. So we're going to play a song right off of one of our CDs. I know many of you here have seen us. Actually, how many people have seen us before? Let me see a show of hands. How many people have never seen us here before? How many don't care if they ever see us? Put your hand out, Joanne. So, band, put your hand out. And so, yeah. Here's a song right off of our CD. We're going to bring DJ Warner back up to the microphone and do another song for you. This is one of her favorite songs and one of our favorite songs, recorded by the great Ruth Etting back in 1930. Remember Ruth Etting? The guy who remembered Sophie Tucker. Do you remember Ruth Etting? Ziegfeld Foley's star for years. And if you saw that movie, what was the name of that movie? Love Me or Leave Me, with Doris Day and James Cagney, and she sang a lot of Ruth Etting songs. A great Ziegfeld Foley star. This was a song that you didn't see in that movie, and you don't hear it very often. It was a big band sound which became the favorites at those big dance halls. It's called Hold Me. I'm going to have DJ do that for you. This DJ Divine, let's just do a wonderful job. She does a wonderful job. She's with us all the time. She's at our rehearsals. You know, we rehearse every Wednesday night at the Allegheny Elks Lodge on the north side of Pittsburgh. It's open to the public. Come on in, and we have song sheets. We sing along. There's a lot of food, a lot of good drinks, and regardless of what you hear in the news, the north side has really developed a lot lately, and it's coming along. On Wednesday nights, we pack them in there, and if you're going to come with a group, make sure you call for a reservation, because it's standing room only there on Wednesday nights, and that's one of the songs that we do almost every Wednesday. And we do this every Wednesday too. We do a CD giveaway. So now you heard us publicize the CD, and we like to do this. We're going to play a tune. If anybody in the audience knows the name of this tune, we'll be glad to give you a CD. This is a very difficult song because you don't hear it very often. In fact, half the band doesn't even know it.
You ready? I was ready, boss. Go ahead.
Pull your hand out. Okay. You got it? Where's that woman who raised her hand? Happy to have a honeymoon. That was a song we played before this. So you owe us a drink or something. So where was that woman? You got a hand up?
Front row right here.
Over here? Is that somebody I know? Dogtown Shoulders Ball. No, we played that earlier. That's the guy from the Harry James Orchestra. I'm surprised at you. Yeah. Anybody else? What was that woman? That woman had her hand up. You got it? We're going to play it again. Down at Papa Joe's. Everybody knew that one, huh? It's a restaurant in New Orleans on the corner of St. Peter's Street and Gardner Street. It's a great little restaurant. It used to be a nightclub. Down at Papa Joe's. We're going to give you another chance. Here's another song. I'll give you a clue on this. This is a cakewalk. This song is a cakewalk. Because when they played this song, they would be dancing along with the bands, and they were doing a cakewalk. I can't do it because I hurt my knee, and I'm going to fall out. And a person that did the dance along with the music best won a cake. That was why it was called a cakewalk. It's a little bit of trivia, which you'll probably forget on purpose. But here's another song. I'll give you another clue. This was the Westview Grammar School fight song of 1950. How much more clue can I give you?
Larry knows all the high school.
He's correcting me because he went to, it was a high school, not the grammar school. He can remember back that far? I don't think so. Forget about it. It was a Donnie Brasco. The name of that song is At a Georgia Camp Meeting. Oh my goodness. Look, we're going to play the same game next year, so I want you to remember that. How many people were here last year, really? How many people think they were last year? Okay, we're going to do an easy one. I'm going to pick somebody in the audience right here. Where was that lady that raised her hand back here? Where was she? Raise your hand. If you could pick a number, I'm thinking of a number, between 1 and 6,482. I got it right inside my hat. We'll give you a CD. Give me a number. 4. Didn't I say that before? 4. That's right. How does she do that? God. You know, I don't give you a CD when you do it like that. The rest of you will have to buy one, by the way. We've got some free material back there, some newsletters you can pick up. If you want to pick up one of our CDs, fine. And don't forget to make a donation to the Tower Concerts. The bucket is back there. These things aren't free. It costs a lot of money to bring these shows here. And I hope you had a good time. We're going to bring Chet up here to do a song that we did last year, and he told you to go home and practice it. It's the all-time great sing-along song.
Oh, 75.
All right, let's see. We're only going to do this one time, so that means we're going to really do it well. So when I give you this signal, that means harmony, okay? And let's see. You sing high, you sing low, all right? Here we go, heart of my heart. Fantastic. Yids is great.
Thank you, Chuck. Speaking of things we do every year here, this is the one thing that we do every year. We do it at this show, we do it at the Broadhead Cultural Center. Wherever we have these type of seats, we can't do it in the theater. It's the famous My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. Does anybody remember? You do? I hope the band does. Here's what it is. It's part of our, we've been sitting here a long time. You know, the show's an hour and a half long. Some of you people got here 3 hours ahead of time like we did. And we've been sitting a long time. Now, how it feels when you get up. When I sit a long time, my knee does not quite work the way it should. So it takes a while. So this is part of our physical fitness program, having you stand up and sit down. So we're going to do My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. Every time there's a word that starts with a B, I want you to stand up. Now, next word with a B, you sit back down. Next word with a B, you stand up. Now, I know there's some people who have difficulty getting up and sitting and standing up and sitting down. So you can just do it in your seats. I don't mean do it in your seats. I mean just remain seated. And just raise your hand or something. So here it is. My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. So bring back my body to me. Wait a minute. Should be all sitting down at this point in time. Maybe the music threw you off, and maybe my waving my hand threw you off. So we'll practice without the band. So let's do something. Let's do it. My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. So bring back my body to me. See, that's it. It'll all be done. Okay, now we're going to put the music back in it. So I want you to do it. We're going to play a little faster, however. Bring back practice after next year. Well, it's been an hour and a half since we've been playing, and we can't go overtime because there's something going on here tonight, I understand, right, Dean? So we've got to be out of the building, and we want to thank you for participating. We're going to play one more song, and we want to thank you. Don't forget our CDs. Don't forget that we meet every Wednesday at the Allegheny Outside on the north side. Don't forget to put some money in the charity donation box out there. We always do, and we hope to see you again next year. We've already got the dates for next year, so we'll be here again. I don't have the date on me right now. But it's always the last show of the year for the Tower Concerts. We're going to close out with a couple of patriotic songs here. I'm going to ask Chet to get up and do them for you. We're going to start off with a great George Ann Coleman tune. It's called Give My Regards to Broadway.
Short version, give my regards to all.
All right, these are great sing-alongs. We're going to give my regards to Broadway, Yankee Doodle, and Rainbow Flower. So please join me.
We'll see you again next year.
I'm State Representative Matt Smith, and I'm happy to invite you to my 5th annual Senior Fair. The event will take place Thursday, October 6th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Galleria Mall located at 1500 Washington Road. You'll find information about programs and services available to you and your family. My staff will also be on hand to answer questions on any state issues. You won't want to miss the free health screenings and free flu shots. If you're insured through Medicare or other insurance, please bring your card. Last year, over 1,000 people attended the fair and over 500 people received immunization against seasonal flu. This will be my 5th year holding the event, and every year I'm fortunate to have more and more attendees every single year. It has become a one-stop shop for seniors to get information on services available to you. For more information on the event, please call my office at 412-571-2169 or visit my website at www.pahouse.com/msmith. Again, that's Thursday, October 6th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Galleria Mall at 1500 Washington Road. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm State Representative Matt Smith, and I'm happy to tell you about an event that I'm hosting with Bethel Park. It's a paper shredding and recycling event that we're holding on Saturday, September 17th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the parking lot of Independence Middle School at 2807 Bethel Church Road. Consumer fraud and identity theft are occurring with more frequency in our community. To raise awareness and promote prevention, I'm hosting this event with Bethel Park in a safe and secure way to destroy unneeded documents free of charge. The shredding occurs on site and the paper is later recycled. You can even watch the paper be destroyed. You can bring papers containing personal information such as credit card statements, application, bank statements, income tax information, and personal health information. At previously held shredding events, we've destroyed several tons of paper. And if you're interested in obtaining additional information, please contact my office at 412-571-2169. Again, that's Saturday, September 17th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Independence Middle School. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm State Representative Matt Smith, and I'll be hosting a special tribute to Vietnam War veterans on Thursday, November 3rd from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Bethel Park Community Center. I began this effort in 2008 with an effort to recognize veterans of World War II, and last year we honored Korean War veterans. I'm honored to continue this effort by hosting the event to recognize Vietnam War era veterans for their sacrifice to our nation. If you are a veteran and would be interested in attending this special event, please contact my office. While we will specifically be honoring Vietnam veterans, all veterans and their families are welcome to be part of this commemoration of those who served. For more information or to register for the event, please contact my office at 412-571-2169 or visit my website at www.pahouse.com/msmith. Thank you very much.